This is a love song. Oh, I love you. Give me a kiss, 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 kiss. My love is true. Give me a kiss, kiss, kiss. Why do you do me like this, this, this? Because I love you. Give me a kiss, kiss, kiss.
Wow, wow. Bob Hope with Andy Kaufman on the same stage? That's like Newt Gingrich and Justin Bieber on the campaign stump together. I mean, look at this. This is like 3 generations of show business colliding. And oddly, the youngest Jew of the bunch, Marvin Hamlish, he looks like he's just seen Liberace backstage going down on Dinah Shore. That guy has like no idea what's happening. Sammy seems to get it, at least one eye of his. The other, I'm not so sure. And Bob Hope, he thinks he's still in Da Nang whooping it up with Joey Heatherton. Hey, welcome to CHUTZPAH. I'm Scott Rubin. Yes, Rubin, an actual Jewish name. I'm not hiding behind an anglicized variant. No, I'll not shorten it to Rube or Rub. I'm sure Scott Rub would have had a lot easier time getting those club dates in the early 80s, huh? Nor did I lengthen it to Rubicam to give it a nice Lutheran feel. I didn't even take my Anglo middle name as my last name, like John Stewart Leibowitz. I am, after all, Scott Allen Rubin. Scott Allen. This could have been huge for me. I could have been a member of the legendary Jewish Allen clan. You know, like Woody Allen, Mel Allen, Marty Allen, Byron Allen. Byron Allen? Or I could have easily just changed the single letter to become Scott Rudin. That would have kept them guessing, huh? I mean, I might as well, though. You know, every time I call anybody important show business, they always mistake me for the famed Hollywood producer Scott Rudin. I'm telling you the truth. I mean, one time I was calling Steven Spielberg's assistant's assistant, and the receptionist answers, "Steven Spielberg's office?" Yeah, hi. This is Scott Rubin. I'm actually calling for...
Oh, Steven's been waiting for your call all day. Hold on, let me patch you through.
It's Scott. Scott Rubin.
Scott, where were you last night?
Yeah, Mr. Spielberg.
Mister, we're at Mister now, huh? You know, you call me Steve.
You know, I'm not really what you...
I really missed you.
Wait.
I think I'm going to have to pass, though, on the script.
No, I'm not sure you have the right person here.
Look. There's a million scripts. We move on, right?
This is actually Scott Rubin.
Who the hell are you?
They just connected me, Mr. Spielberg.
Get
I swear.
off the phone!
I'm telling you, it happens so often that even my Beverly Hills ear, nose, and throat doctor did it. I swear. He called me up like alarmed a few years ago and like freaked the hell out of me. He gave me my blood test results. He said I had like cholesterol like through the roof and I needed to immediately see a cardiologist. And I told him, how could that be? I went in for an earache and I'm a non-dairy vegetarian.
You are Scott Rudin.
No, I'm Scott Rubin. You don't know my name? I've been going to you for 15 years. Yeah. After a while, it happened so often, I just started going with it. I mean, I was using it. We even called it the Scott Rudin trick.
Hi, Adam Sandler's office.
Yeah, hi, this is Scott Rubin calling.
Scott who?
Scott Rudin calling.
Oh, Scott Rudin. Oh, let me connect you right away to Adam.
Thank you.
Hey, Scott, what's going on?
Well, I think you might have the wrong Scott. This is actually Scott Rubin, but I have a great pitch for you.
Get off the phone!
No, you gotta hear me through, Adam. There's a monkey, and he falls in a hole, and it's really funny. You're gonna love this part. It's a time traveler. He's part of the Gemini program. But who knows? Maybe if I had one of those names, like the Allens or the Rudins, things might have gone a little better for me. I guess it could have been worse. I could have had one of these names.
Goldstein,
Bergenblatt,
Bergenstein,
Birnbaum,
Farbstein,
Grepstlach,
Steinberger-Witzki,
Schnitzler,
Papikowitz,
Schnitzelmacher,
Sploigenkatz,
Manischewitz,
Platzenfinkel,
Yankelowitz,
Steinstein,
Oiveski,
Schmeugeberg,
Chopped Liberman,
Silberspitzen, Himmelfarben, Fleischebein,
Gefilterfarb,
Gefilte Schlepp,
Bergberg,
Jiddischewitz,
Synagogowitz,
Parkenfein,
Kuikenberg,
Menachem, Chem,
Rechtem,
Dr. Leuerstein,
Rosentotenfeld, Scheppers a Hop von mir,
Oysterbrechen,
Blood Leibelman,
Sonnig Baum,
Money Lindowitz,
Eat My Schwartz,
Copperfield.
Ooh, Appendovich,
Leave me alone and weed.
Auschwitz Bergenbaum,
Meshuggah
Anne Frankenstein,
Herringbagel,
Vladimir Andrea,
Stockbrecher,
Fotzenberg,
Kichelfarb,
Lox and Cream Cheese Bagelman,
Bubazederschlager,
Matze Bollenberg,
Lipsutz,
Palestine,
Circumcisionovsky,
Falafel Fiber, Adolf.
You know, it used to be years ago, all Jewish performers changed their names. That's the way things were done. It was kind of like putting back on your foreskin. You know, they were kind of hiding out. Didn't want to be discovered. But curiously, it was still so easy to identify them as Jews. You knew who they were. I mean, any performer with like an over-the-top Anglo name that looked like this guy, he was a Jew. Yes, this was Isaiah Edwin Leopold. Little hard to get those acting roles with that name back then.
I'm a chain smoker, you know.
Or was there anybody on earth that sounded like this guy with the last name Mason?
You ever see a Jew in his own house? He paid $500,000 for it, and he's the only one who can walk around in it. No matter where he goes, he's in the wrong place. He's in the wrong place. You ever see a Jew in the right place at his own house? Never. As soon as he goes over here, get out of here, go over there.
Was any Jew on earth ever surprised to learn that Jackie Mason was born Yaakov Moshe Matzah? And apparently, the more over-the-top Anglo, the better. How about this guy, Benjamin Kubelski? He took it to a whole other level. He actually physically transformed himself into a rich wasp. Remarkable. But we knew. Come on, we knew. You know, for years, you wouldn't hear a Jewish name anywhere on television or in the movies or in music. Nowhere. Hollywood Jews were in full hideout mode. I mean, you know, think of their names. Now, of course, there were holdouts.
Siedel, mitten, Siedel, alle ihr mitten das. Das Leben ist a Lidl, der Wunsch sein in Kass. Hey, Siedel, Siedel, Miedel, hey, das Leben ist a Spaß.
Today, it's a bit of a mixed bag to tell who the Jew is. Some of the names are like insane, especially like in music. There's Drake, Slash, Buckethead, Will.i.am. Well, I guess Will.i.am. It's kind of Jewish. When Moses asked God, who shall I say sent me? And God says, I am what I am. That's pretty close, huh? But Buckethead? Where do I even start to crack the Jewish code on this guy? It could be Louis Farrakhan under that bucket for all we know. I just found out that the Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash might be Jewish. I never knew this. My Jewish radar is completely shot on this one, though. There's no over-the-top Anglo name to work with. Okay, Slash. I guess Jews are notorious hyphenates, right? I mean, you ever see a Jewish business card? It's never just one profession. It's always writer slash producer slash director slash actor slash wrists. Grips, and we move. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm getting confused on the line. Who's still saying the lines? And do the club. When I get to the Club 80s thing, you gotta get. You're a little slow on the trigger there. Welcome back to Chutzpah. We've been talking about Jews and our names and all the dire consequences thereof, which brings us to the point in the discussion: what happened to our Hebrew names, huh? I mean, we only used them a couple of times in our entire lives. It's odd, don't you think? So it's a big ceremony getting our Hebrew names at birth, and then we never get to take them out for a spin.
Hi. What's your Hebrew name? Jeannie, say hi, you're two now. What's your Hebrew name? Shayna what? Shayna Rachel, good.
And many of us don't even use our Hebrew names when we go to Israel. You'd think we'd all be dying to try out our Hebrew names on the local natives, don't you think? But we don't. Which, when you think about it, might actually be a good thing, because over the years there's been a lot of changes to the Hebrew language in modern-day Israel. Hi, my name's Shlomo Eliezer. Yeah, that means cock shepherd. You might want to keep that to yourself. Sorry. Now, my Hebrew name is Israel. I know, a little presumptuous, but look, we don't choose our names. It could have been worse, though. I could have been called like Mashiach, Your Holy One, God, you know, Hashem, I don't know, Yahweh. Wow, I just realized something. That God doesn't go by his real name. Think about it. You know how like only the high priest, like in ancient times, could utter the real name of God, you know, on Yom Kippur or something? And that's been like lost to the ages, which means that, wow, even God himself doesn't use his real Jewish birth name. He's got a stage name. Well, I digress. Maybe it's a good thing we never used our Hebrew names. I mean, it would have been very strange to be called Israel growing up. You are not allowed out of your room for 3 weeks, Israel. Clean up your mess, Israel, right now. I hate you, Israel. You have no right to exist, Israel. Of course, Scott was no bargain growing up either. The toilet paper of the day was Scott brand. You remember?
Scott Paper Company knows Vivian Graham's hobby, reading. Not novels, labels, directions, wrappers. Vivian picks up lots of useful information. She's found that Scott Tissue gives her 350 sheets more than other leading brands. And when you've got a crop of little grams, that counts.
When I was 7, 8, I was caught playing in the front yard of the insane Italian neighbor's house 2 doors down. He came out and screamed at me in front of the entire neighborhood. Get off of my lawn, the Scotty toilet paper! Well, that was pretty much the end of me with the neighborhood kids. I could have used my Hebrew name right about then. Get off of my lawn, Israel! No, motherfucker. Israel ain't going anywhere. Wow, that would have changed my entire life. The whole neighborhood would have known Scotty toilet paper doesn't take shit. What happened? Scott, wait. What's the... If you're just now joining us, well, that really bugs me. I'm over it. I'm over it. We were talking about Jews and our curious traditions regarding our names. Here's one. We're not allowed to name our kids after ourselves. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I don't like myself enough to even wake up in the morning. Why would I want to name my kid after me? And then needlessly plague him with a constant reminder of being the offspring of a disillusioned, spiritually confused, hopelessly insecure, underachieving middle-aged man. Life's hard enough. Also, how do I listen to my name being screamed in the house all the time? My wife screaming, Scott! Take out that garbage, Scott! That's not my job. That's Scott's job. It's your job, Scott! Who are you hating right now? Scott 1 or the other Scott? Which one? Which? Scott! And if my kid is anything like me, my wife is going to be screaming at him 24/7. Combine the fact that she screams at me the rest of the time, that name will become worse than that horrible man screaming, Scotty, that toilet paper! And doesn't it seem very egotistical to name your kid after yourself? So let's say even if you are great, then you've saddled the kid with unnecessary pressure to live up to the name. I mean, Albert Einstein Jr., that's a really tough gig. What do you mean, Albert's dropping out of quantum physics? I can't handle this, Dad. I'm sorry. Trigonometry is as far as my brain can go. I'm not buying it. Get to work! Please, no more. I can't take it. Someone just kill me. And finally, let's say you're a real douchebag, which the chances are pretty high that you are, especially if you named your kid after yourself. That means your kid is carrying a sullied brand for the rest of his life. He's walking around with a giant sign, enter at your own risk. And the kid hasn't done anything. So, we're grateful that we as Jews only use the first initial of the grandparents. But then again, you gotta hope that you had a good first initial. I mean, what if their name was like Quincy? Where do you go with that? Quack, Quill, Queef, Quote, Quaff? You're screwed. But no matter what Jewish-sounding name we get, it now seems like a new trend has finally emerged among us. Jewish celebrities are proudly going by their Jewish names and appearing unabashedly Hebe-like. Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Sacha Baron Cohen, Sarah Silverman, well, and these guys.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
For everyone we will go far. Shalim, and Leila shel shalos, shel shalos.
Jews are back, baby. We're in your face. We're throwing away that foreskin once and for all. But it does make you wonder, how do the other guys feel with their fake Anglo names now? Isn't it kind of fraudulent? I mean, we're in the era of Jesse Eisenberg and Mark Zuckerberg, and you're still going by Joan Rivers and Jon Stewart? Don't you feel a little ridiculous? I think we need to repatriate these Jewish showbiz icons back into the tribe. Hey, it's 2012. Gays have come out of the closet. Transsexuals are on our favorite TV shows. You can be openly gay in the military. I mean, really? You're still cautious about using your Jewish-sounding name? It's okay. All of you, grab hands. You could come out of the closet now. No one's going to hurt you, at least for the moment. We need the day of return.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get famous Jews to go back to their original Jewish names and repatriate themselves back into the Jewish people. All right, I'm starting with Joan Rivers. We just needed to ask Joan a quick question about her original name, Joan Malinsky. We're a Jewish show.
I don't think she's available at all, unfortunately.
I'm about to call Piper Laurie. I'd love to do a very short interview about Jewish names with you. Piper Laurie hasn't called back. Jason Alexander hasn't called back. Larry King could be at Nate Now's. That's our first stop. So we're here at Nate Now's. Larry King supposedly has breakfast every morning here. Larry King changed his name. So we're going to try to get Larry to change it back. It's time. So, looking for Larry King. We're looking around here and looking for some Jews, okay? I don't see Larry King. So what do you think about him changing his name from Lawrence Zyger? Do you think he should go back to his real Jewish name? Larry King, does he come in here?
Not at this moment. Sometimes he frequents the bagel restaurant down on Beverly.
Okay, here we are at Brooklyn Bagel in Beverly Hills, Larry King's second favorite Jewish hangout. And let's hope he's there because, we got to get him to change his name. Come to think of it, you got to figure this must be a pretty good bagel place if Larry King does eat in here. He's from Brooklyn and he's a Jew. Larry King was here 20 minutes ago. We just missed him. Why? Because we went into a deli and we couldn't resist the food and we had to eat and we missed him. If we had just left Nate Now's, we'd have been here. Can't find him. Just slightly behind wherever he goes. That's a bagel. This is a serious bagel.
Yes, like 2 hours ago came Mr. Lee Majors, $6 million man.
Lee Majors?
Yeah, the $6 million man.
Have you seen anybody else other than Lee Majors?
Today, that's only Mr. King and Mr. Majors.
You saw Mr. King? You saw Larry King?
Yes.
Where was it?
Here past, maybe I told you. You had time, maybe he's launching in the bagel place.
No, we just missed him at the bagel. Look, believe me, he's here too?
Yes.
How does he do it, Larry? No wonder he had to retire. He has to keep going places all the time. How can he do a show?
Mr. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Not
That
Jewish.
is-
Not Jewish.
Well,
Close.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. Yeah, I could have used that one maybe.
You are looking for girls? On Monday came Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba. I wish she was Jewish. Oh boy, do I wish she was Jewish.
Here last Monday.
Really? How'd she look?
Oh, good, very good.
I can't find Larry King. I can't get Joan Rivers. I don't know where Jackie Mason is. So we've come to Hollywood Boulevard. I'm gonna pick up one of those maps of the stars' homes. Let's see what happens. Here's Yasha Heifetz, huh? Yasha Heifetz. There's a nice Jewish boy. He didn't change his name. You know, could have easily gone with, you know, Josh Heif. Eddie Cannon, legendary Jewish entertainer, right? Kept the name of the Cantor, huh? Didn't change his name. He didn't change it to Eddie Cant. He changed it, kept it to Eddie Cannon. There's one, Roseanne. Now this is an interesting one because Roseanne Barr is Jewish. And Roseanne Barr, I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound like, quite honestly, Anglo or anything. Maybe they shortened it. Maybe it was bar mitzvah or something. I don't know if Milton Berle changed his name. I didn't look it up. Anybody can do the research on that? Did Milton Berle change his name? You know, his name is short, but I understand other things were much longer. So that's what I understand. I never saw it. Strasberg, the great Jewish acting teacher, Lee Strasberg. Sounds like he kept his name, didn't change his name. Maybe that's why he didn't work much as an actor. How much are they? $7. Where are they?
Inside.
Come on. How up to date? Wait. What are you doing? Like a crack deal here? What's going on?
Oh yeah. Crack, heroin, whatever you need. Come on.
I'm a little nervous here.
Might have some hookers in there too.
I'm looking for where Jewish celebrities might live. Do you have anything?
Check the names there.
Yeah, what do you got?
Ben Stein.
Ben Stein. Yeah, it's a little too sounding Jewish. I'm looking.
Larry King.
Larry King? Are you kidding me? Larry King's house? Oh my God! I mean, come on, man. What were the odds that Larry King would be on the map of the stars' homes? I guess pretty good.
Let me see what the addresses are. Where is it again? Larry King.
I'm buying a used map of the stars' homes. It's actually used. I'm paying $7 for this.
Oh, so you're really gonna go and ask them to change their names back? So a lot of these people have other names and they've changed.
Yeah,
them.
Mel Brooks was Melvin Kaminsky.
Oh, but it
Joan
sounds,
Rivers
it sounds
was
too Jewish.
Yeah, but we're in the day and age where who cares about that, right?
Yeah, we're getting a little more equality these days.
It's only a little bit.
No, yeah, we're getting there.
We're there, right? I mean, I think Melvin Kaminsky got work today. Don't you think?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Joe Malinsky.
Who's that?
Joan Rivers.
Oh, nice.
We've just pulled up in front of Larry King's home, and I'm scoping the house out. I'm not going to kid you. I feel like a stalker. Okay, there's laws against this, but I think I have to do this because this is the denouement. The denouement of the piece. You know, I hate when people stalk other people. You know, people deserve their privacy, and I'm sure Larry deserves his, you know. But sometimes these causes are just too important. Do I press the button? Are you legally allowed to press the button? Yeah, but what is he going to do? He's going to call the police. I'm overcome with the fact that I feel like I'm intruding on his life. You know, there's one thing catching a guy in front of a bagel store or a Jewish deli, but when you get to his house, I know we're on public property, but I don't know, there's something, I mean, I guess it couldn't hurt to ring the bell, right? I mean, He just pulled up. And Larry, just one question. Just one question. Quick question. Scott Rubin with CHUTZPAH from JLTV. I have one. It's a Jewish network. We have one question. Just a quick question we're asking Jewish celebrities. It's totally innocent. I swear to you, it's totally. I'm with a new show called CHUTZPAH on JLTV. And we tried to ask you a question at the bagel place and this, but we kept missing it. So it's a show we do. It's called CHUTZPAH. It just started airing. I'm the host, writer. I'm a former editor of National Lampoon for 10 years. All right. The question is, right? There's certain Jewish people that changed their name years ago because they had trouble working and so forth like that. But we're in the day and age where everything goes.
I was given my name by the director of the radio station where I started. And he said you couldn't use Zeiger. Now they would. But I changed it.
But would you ever consider, because wouldn't it be cool if Joan went to Joe Malinsky and you went to...
They were too much of a departure. If my name was Kingova or something, but to go from King to Zeiger, no one would know me. I mean, that would be...
No, but it would get pressed that you went back to your original Jewish name. It'd be a big thing that we're repatriating ourselves back to our Jewish roots. I mean,
Let me
really.
think about it. I hadn't thought about it. I mean, my name is so embedded, like all over the world.
But I know, but that's even more reason to do it because it's a statement. You went back to your heritage because now it's okay. Look, gays are out of the closet. Everybody's out of the closet. Everything.
I'm not in the closet.
I know. They put you there. Some guy said.
But I always tell my name and the stories about me.
No, I know. But now to be Larry Zeiger. I mean,
all right, let me think about it. All right, come back.
You think about it.
Come back. Yeah, I will. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. Let me talk. All right.
Thank you, Larry. Just consider it. Really appreciate it.
I'm always a Zeiger.
All right. God bless. I can't believe it. I'm kind of humbled, Larry King, we got to talk to him, and he was great. He actually is going to consider it. If you got a Jewish name and it's not so horrible, go back to it. That's all we're saying. And now Larry King's thinking about it. Larry Zeiger. The Larry Zeiger special. Yeah, I'm watching.